The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Hearts that listen, think, learn, and connect. Only here at PLC.
Good morning! Good morning!
Bakit good morning?
Kasi daw dapat, yung morning kasi brings in joy, hope,
Okay,
happiness.
yeah, good. No? Kasi ginagamit yun
Lusot pa rin ba?
sa networking.
Hindi, sa sales.
Open-minded ka ba sa sales? Yeah, right,
Oo
right.
naman.
But no, with there, no,
Oo.
tawag nito, it's evening or morning.
Yes.
But we are here, no. Thank you, no, for yung sa mga nag-advance na nag-text sa mga messages nila, no, para i-share namin dun sa mga loved ones ninyo. Thank you, and we would like to, welcome everyone to our Family Tuesday.
Family Chooseday.
Welcome, Coach Senas.
Welcome. Thank you, Coach Sisoy. Today it's going to be quite special, a bit special also, di ba? Because
we will be talking about a special celebration that will happen this June 19. Okay?
Special.
Special yan kasi pag-usapan natin yung mga mga tatay.
Mga tatay. So
okay.
This Sunday, right? It's going to be Father's Day. No?
Father's Day.
Of course, tonight we'll be talking about fathers.
Yes.
All right? And why we should be celebrating them.
Yes.
Diba? Agree ka dyan, Dad?
Yes, and
of
before,
course.
of course, no? Kasi kami ang pag-usapan dito, no. But before that, we like to invite everyone, no, yung mga avid na natin diyan, ng mga taga-subaybay, yung mga bago,
Yes.
kaya please share, no, mag-message kayo diyan sa sa chat natin, no, para batiin ninyo kung sino yung mga especially yung mga tatay, no, mga lolo ninyo, no. Yan.
Yes.
May nauna na.
May nauna na. Good morning. Good morning, Ana, Nicolas. No? Good morning, Power Coaches. Happy Father's Day, Sir Sisoy.
Thank you, Ana.
And happy Father's Day to Eric Nicolas.
Yeah.
Also, happy Father's Day.
And mayong morning sa Blooming. Kayo na, coaches. Thank you, Barbie. No? And sa tatay mo rin, no?
Sa tatay mo.
Okay.
And sa tatay ng mga anak mo.
Mga anak mo, no?
So, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. Kaya ako naka-red kasi celebration.
Ganun ba yan?
Hindi ako prepared. Sabi ni Coach Loretta.
Okay.
Good evening, Power Couple. Happy Father's Day, advance, Coach Sisoy. Thank you rin. At saka kay Coach Joel.
Kay Coach Joel din. All right. Of course. No? And we will, as we said earlier, we will be celebrating the Day of Fathers.
Yes.
No? So, ni-research ko, Dad. No? So, di ba we call our fathers Papa, Daddy, Dad, Tatay, Itay.
Yes.
No? Ni-research ko din, no, na in other languages, practice ko. Sabi, in German, it is Vater.
Oh, yeah.
Vater. No? Or Papa.
Yeah.
No, just Papa. Or in, tawag nito, in Hebrew, it's Abba.
Oh, yeah. Abba,
so
Father.
that's why we love, there's a song, Abba, Father. So, yun pala yung Father, no? And then, there's also Japanese. And Japanese, Dad. And ngayon na-realize ko na bakit you are working very hard these days. Kasi, ang tawag pala ng father sa Japanese is Oto-san.
Yeah, Oto-san. Tama yan, Oto-san.
No? Oto-san, no? And then, of course, in Korean, it is Aboji.
Okay.
Tama ba yun, Rafi?
Yeah.
I don't know if you are in the chat, in the
Uh-huh.
room right now, no?
Uh-huh.
And in Chinese, it's Fantian.
Okay. Sige. Yan, Chinese yan eh.
Fantian.
Uh,
No? So yan, mga tatay, happy Father's
yes,
Day
happy
to
Father's
you.
Day sa lahat ng mga big brothers, no, watching
Yes.
right now, sa mga classmates ko,
Mm-mm.
no, sa Holy Cross, sa Kiblawan, yung sa mga sa mga Agila, sa mga kuno na nanonood, no,
Yes,
happy
yes,
Father's
yes.
Day fans. Okay, sa
Mm-mm.
lahat ng mga kasama ko sa New Breakthrough, mga fathers na we were able to engage in one or two, no, sa namin sa New Breakthrough Consultancy. No, happy Father's Day to all.
Happy Father's Day. And I am
Okay.
seeing a message
Mhm.
from Sophia, no?
Mhm.
So Rafi, our guest last week, no? Who surprised us with a lot of ideas,
Yes, some ideas na,
and thoughts, no? And she's saying, good evening, parents, and advance Father's Day, Papa.
Yes, thank you, Ralph. Thank you,
No?
Ralph.
And now I'd also like to say Happy Father's Day to all my brothers-in-law.
Yeah,
No? Sila Ruben, Attorney Ruben,
si Kuya Bugs.
Kuya Bugs,
Kuya Bugs ko.
and Jake,
Jake,
no?
yes,
And
Jake.
of course, Jerome,
Jerome.
who's also a father figure to his nephews and his
Yeah,
nieces.
sa lahat
no?
ng mga relative ko sa sa Argao, no, mga Quintaners diyan sa Naga, mga Bandola. No, happy Father's Day sa inyong lahat.
All right, so we'll be reading a lot of
Yes.
names later, no? May mga tinitext, no? But first of all, let's talk about paano ba nag-start ang Father's Day, Daddy?
Sige.
No? Kasi sabi nila, ni-research lang din namin, no, na ang founder pala ng Father's Day was actually Sonora Smart Dodd.
Mhm.
No? She is from Spokane, Washington. All right? And she founded Father's Day, no? And this was back in June 1910. All right?
So,
Because
tama, June 19,
June
di ba?
19
So,
din.
1910. Ilang
1910
years
ito
na.
nag-start, no? Kasi she wanted to honor her father. Her father, dad, was actually a Civil War veteran.
Oh, wow.
But he was widowed, no? Because when their mother gave birth to the sixth child,
Mhm.
okay, she passed away, no?
Okay.
So he actually reared the 6 children all on his own. And so the daughter wanted to honor the father.
Yes.
So what she did was she went around she went to YMCA, and
Okay.
YMCA is not just a sports
Yeah.
center, but it's actually a club,
Yep,
no, for
Mhm.
men, no, back then it's very famous, no. And then she also went to stores, no, to ask for sponsorship. She
Mhm.
went to government officials to also support her. All right, so they launched Father's Day June 10, 1910. But this was just like a parang event lang siya. It's not like an official It's not like an official holiday.
Because it was only in 1972.
Mm-mm.
No, naging formal siya, no, 58 years later daw, no,
58 years.
after nag-declare si President Woodrow Wilson.
Oo.
Ginawa niyang official na.
Although
Okay.
many of the presidents, no, actually parang supported it, but never yung US presidents supported Father's Day, but it never really became an official holiday. All right?
But
so
there are some areas.
Oo.
Okay, na nag-declare ng holiday.
Mm-mm. Pero Dad, going back to America, no, hindi siya dineclare as official parang holiday kasi even the men themselves pala felt uncomfortable na parang the culture of gift giving, receiving flowers, ganyan. Oo, kasi those days, no, parang syempre there's a stereotype for men. Okay, so parang wala sa nila, sa nakasanayan nila na nagbibigay, na tumatanggap ng gifts or tumatanggap ng flowers, no, to honor them. All right? And then of course, those times din parang hindi masyado nabigyan ng importance ang father, ng role ng father.
Totoo yan.
Oo.
Totoo yan.
pro mothers.
Yeah, for mothers.
When it comes to rearing children,
Yes.
and of course, there's really the role of the father. Pero father is really more on providing.
Yeah. Kasi meron ng mga
providing. Pero yung child is really for the mom.
Yeah, kaya nga may Mother's Day, may Siblings Day, may Grandparents Day. So ngayon, ginawa ng Father's Day.
And the reason also why it took time for it to become official, Daddy, is that there were also some people who opposed it of it becoming a kasi parang feeling
Public
nila,
holiday.
parang feeling nila it's too commercialized. Kasi naman, of course, it started with, Miss Sonora going to stores and shops, asking for, asking them to support the event. So parang commercialized nga, 'di ba? So yon, no? So parang, maraming mga critical to the event. And so and there were also people who were saying, bakit kailangan Mother's Day and Father's Day?
Yes.
Why not Parents' Day na lang?
Yes, pwede.
Diba? So,
Pwede sa
grabe,
school.
no? Just to have just to have a holiday, parang ang dami palang mga
Yeah, but again, it's a public holiday in Lithuania, Spain, no?
Oo, it's all over.
Italy, no? Yan, Estonia, Samoa, no? In South Korea. So, marami na, no, na in-acknowledge sila as public holiday ang Father's Day. But one thing, thank you, no? Sa mga nagbigay pugay, no? Nagbigay ng inspirasyon para talaga, it will happen na magkaroon ng Father's Day naman.
Kasi Dad, di ba we mentioned earlier na it's all like mothers really given the importance. Thinking that many people are thinking ang mother lang talaga ang malaking influence on child rearing, no? So we go back to yung mga stereotype roles kasi, Dad,
yes,
no, na mother stay at home and take care of the children, and parents and the father goes out and earns, 'di ba? Pero kasi lately, yung 1970s nga, doon na lumalabas na yung mga studies na anong effect sa child if the father is always absent, di ba? Or anong effect sa child when the father is really there, helping out in child rearing, yung partnership with the mother, di ba? Tsaka nag-change na din kasi ang times.
Yes, so we have na yung role ng isang father sa mother. No, may mga pagbabago na.
May mga pagbabago talaga. No? Kasi like now, mas marami na ding mga women kasi and mothers who are joining the workforce.
Yes.
Right? So what does that mean? So, syempre, when they're out working, may mga reversal of roles.
Yeah, reversal
diba?
of roles
so,
talaga yan.
Yun. Fathers now stay at home and take care of the children. Ganyan. So really, the importance and the influence of the father has become even, a bit magnified compared to before na medyo nada-downplay.
Yes. So although hindi naman equal, I don't believe na equal ang ang roles ng father sa mother kasi may role talaga specific, sa biblical, may kanya-kanya, but it's good na mayroon ng parang special naman day ang mga tatay. So at least makarest naman tayo sa mga utusan na gawain, for one day.
Tsaka kasi, Dad, also, yung father, yung profile or your tawag nito, ang picture ni father, yung image ni father, ng father has also changed. Kasi dati, yun nga, provider, but now kasi parang, and it's always father and mother. The structure also of the family has changed. Like, there are fathers who actually do not have wives, whether they have become widowed or divorced, diba? So nag-change yung role ng
mga
father
single dad din,
o mas nagiging engaged sila on child rearing, diba? Or meron ding yung partnerships na same-sex partnerships. So yan, nag-change din ang roles ng father. So, all these things has brought up, really coming into the fore, yung yung importance ni father.
And para sa akin is an opportunity also to remember, 'di ba? Yung mga what are things na maalala natin sa ating mga tatay. No, may buhay siya or nasa kabilang buhay na, di ba? It's a special day to remember them.
Yes.
Okay, but again, Dad, Ken Love, no, we will talk muna. Gusto ko balikan ka-origin, no, going back to the Bible. Okay, tingnan muna natin sino yung mga father, no, mga prominent father na nasa Bible. Okay? So, siyempre daw, ang number one dyan is God the Father.
Yes.
Okay? Kasi siya, di ba, God is love. Yan ang palagi natin. Because, yung sinasabi palagi na, an eye for an eye. Di ba? And ngayon, sabi ng gospel, diba, na if somebody will ask you to carry, give another eye. So, yun yung mga, yung traditional sa yung bago. But God, mayroon siyang binago doon because ang ginawa daw niya, love, is to die on the cross. Okay, so yun yung example na, because diba, yung last Sunday was a Trinity Sunday. Diba? Okay, Father, Son, and Spirit. Diba? So, Triune God. Okay, so pareho sila, equal sila. Okay, so but ngayon, going down, yung next na father that was Adam. Okay, si Adam daw yung next father kasi siya yung first father nga, and yung siyempre ang image siya of a father is Father, God the Father. Kasi siya yung di ba? Nandoon sila. But again, we know that Adam, nagkasala siya. So what happened was, di ba? Ang ibig sabihin daw doon is God is looking for fathers, to freely choose to obey Him and submit to His love. Yun daw yung message doon. Okay? And meron din tinataas si Noah. Diba? Noah and the Ark. Diba? If you remember, love.
Noah's Ark.
Oh, Noah's Ark, no? And yan, ang ibig daw sabihin doon, si Noah is God, promises and protect those who faithfully follow and obey Him.
So who was saved? No?
Yes.
Noah and his family.
And imagine, gumawa ka ng ark doon sa mountain. Di ba? Wala namang baka doon sa history.
So with that, Noah actually demonstrated leadership there with his family.
Yes. Right? Leadership yun. So fathers will be leaders. But yun, you have to be faithful and God will reward you. Yes. Okay? Si Abraham, the father of
Abraham.
7 children. Pero di ba, promise.
7 sons.
7 sons, di ba? In fact, he was the father of
many generations.
Father of nation talaga siya. Ang doon. Kasi, yun ang nangyari daw doon, di ba? He was called by God to look, di ba? Abraham, come, And wala silang anak noon, di ba? And sabi niya, I promise ang Lord sa Panginoon, but yung wife niya is old. Sabi niya, okay, Abraham, come, look at the stars. Sabi niya, look at the sky. Kita mo yung mga stars doon. Okay, ganda mo karami. It will be your descendants. And Abraham, and Abraham was very faithful. Yes, Lord, I believe in you. But what was ang background pala ng story na yun? When God called Adam, that was not night. It was daytime. So how can you look at the stars?
So he just believed. He really believed.
So the faith of a father. Okay, so yung mga tatay, you just have to faith in God. Okay, kasi di ba, sabi nga nila, God cannot present everywhere, so He created father and mother. Katayo yung mga stewards para sa mga anak natin. And syempre, meron si Moses, yung mga father sa Hebrew, di ba? Okay, so ano naman nangyari doon? Na 40 years, di ba? Before sila nakaproceed sa promised land. Ang daming miracle doon, di ba? So message yung daw doon, as a father, you have to believe that everything God is possible. Walang imposible.
With God.
Walang imposible. Walang imposible.
Grabe yung ginawa ni Moses, di ba? He delivered them out of Egypt, di ba? Yun?
Yes, yan. Yung ihati niya yung
and cross the sea.
And cross the sea.
Okay. Yung dinivide nila yung sea, di ba? And
yes.
His people crossed.
Yes, and yet, pagdating na doon sa promised land, kasi yun na nga 60 years doon. Kasi may maraming ang nangyari doon, napadala silang spy. Sabi, wag doon, huwag tayong pumunta kasi daming na giants, di ba? So, naniwala sila sa Marites. So, hindi sila,
So, they roamed around the wilderness for 40 years. Tama ba yun?
Yes.
So yun.
So, ang ibig sabihin, huwag maniwala sa Marites. Okay. Anyway, no, King David. No, King David, no, very prominent kasi siya yung nagpumatay kay Goliath, di ba? Okay, so beheaded Goliath, no? And pero David also was a sinner. Di ba, nagkasala siya. Pero yun na nga, ang maganda daw kasi nag-repent siya. Okay, so sa mga fathers, no, mayroon siya, no, mayroon tayong mga shortcomings, but do not forget, no, that sins have consequences.
Yes.
Yeah, may kahit na hindi nakikita yan ng mga ng wife natin o yung mga ibang tao diyan, but God is watching us.
God is watching
Yes,
us.
from a distance, di ba? And yun na, sins have consequences.
Yep.
Okay, and no, mayroon pang iba, no? Yan, yung mga famous na ano. And syempre last, si Saint Joseph.
Yes.
Yeah, si Saint Joseph, no, patron saint natin.
Yeah.
Okay, na because diba, she was the one, diba? Nag-alaga sa Jesus Christ, and he was very silent.
And by the way, the church celebrates Father's Day during the feast day of
Yes,
Saint
Saint Joseph.
Joseph. Yes.
Okay, so yun yung mga ano lang. I just want to relate dun sa Bible para kasi as a father, you have to look at yung mga fathers na nasa Bible kasi the best, di ba? Dapat nating template, no, sa buhay is the Bible. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. And batiin ko muna, no, si ito from Pantukan, si Ate Belay Semblante, no, from Pantukan Chess Club.
Yes,
Good
and I'm
evening
also
daw, Coach.
seeing Ate Arlene Go. Good evening. Hi, Sandy. Sandy from Iloilo also.
Hi,
And
Sandy.
Ate Arlene is also there. Good evening,
Oh.
Power Coaches. Good evening, Ate Arlene. So
Yeah.
let's invite all our other neighbors to watch, no, so that they can also share, no, and shout out din kay
Yoy!
Ayan.
Si
Hello.
Yona Hayong!
Hi, Yona. Yona Juan, no? So
Yes.
hello to Kuya Bogs.
And Ate Yona.
Yes, no. So Dad, no, let's go back to us.
Yes,
Right.
let's go back to
Ano yung mga pinaka-fond memories mo kay Papa Narcy?
Okay, nung maliit pa ako, no, hindi ko malimutan kasi sinasama niya ako. We were staying in Bukidnon that time. I can remember, doon ako pinanganak eh. Balay-balay, and he was a teacher by then. So, tinuturuan niya ako paano magpastol ng mga kambing. Yan, kasi may alaga kaming kambing, and he will create yung maliit na yung mga nahuhulog na mga avocado.
Yeah.
Tapos lalagyan niya ng mga stick. Tapos parang ginagawa niya ng mga miniature na para bang so magkakwento siya, di ba? Creative, very creative.
Yes.
Yan yung mga maalala kay Papa. And very silent man, di ba? But magtatrabaho, yun ang palagi, no? Prayerful. Yun siguro po nakuha yung niya, very prayerful si Papa. 4 o'clock in the morning, no? Gumigising.
Kay Dad. Ang maalala ko din kay Dada Boy is that he is really the typical father who lives and works, no, in the Philippines, usually Visayas, Mindanao.
Yeah.
Nagababiyahe talaga si Papa. One time nga na base pa siya sa Manila, di ba? But alam mo yung when he comes back, when he comes home, yun ba, I always ayan, so yan, very kwela si Papa, no, and doon kami natututo talaga yung he really taught us to live the life, no, to laugh, no, and really love with all your heart, so yun talaga si Dada Boy. Kung sabihin mo laugh, sobrang grabe talaga laughter. He brought us so much laughter and so much fun, no, and that's why when we talk about him, puro tawanan
Yes.
talaga ang naiisip namin kay Papa.
Totoo. Agree.
Diba? Pero lang ha, even during his wake, we were talking about all the fun times, no? So, and I think, that is how he'd like for us to remember him. Yeah. So we have something from
Yona.
No? Yona.
Sabi niya, no? Papa once came
Papa once came home with a large live king crab. And let it chase us around the house. Totoo, he came from, I think, Surigao. Tapos, isang box ng crabs with one very big one crab amongst there. And then, ano niya, he opened the box, di ba? So kami, all girls kami, 5 all girls. So takbuhan kami lang.
Yeah.
Pati ang yaya tumakbo. No? So ganun kakwela si
Yeah. Memory ko kay Papa Boy. No?
Oo.
Very funny guy. Ang laki pa namang tao para si Jimmy Santos.
Oo. Pero grabing tawanan natin pag nandyan si Papa. But when he talks naman, when he chooses to be serious, ang dami mo ding matutunan sa kanya. Diba? So, that's why he's Papa Boss.
Yeah. And I dagdag ko na rin kay Papa Nursing, no? Papa is very resilient. No, yung bago ng word ngayon, 'di ba, yung grit. 'Di ba? Yung ano siya, kahit na anong trials pinapagalitan ni Mama, 'di ba? Mandami na din sa trabaho. But Dad will always still down. Nagdadasal lang 'yan. 'Di ba? Yun yung ano niya, yung expression niya. And very na tao. Grateful.
Lift it up na lang.
And, no, may na nangyari talaga. Hindi natin, everything, no? God is a God of justice.
It's funny how our dads are really quite different. Sobrang, ano talaga. But when they came together and they met, wala ding katapusang kwentuhan yung dalawa, no? So I think there's, having a great time also up there, no?
Yeah, thank you. Happy Father's Day, no? Papa Nursing.
Happy Father's Day.
Papa Boy.
Oo. No, so why don't you share with us, no? If you want to share with us on the chat your experience, your most memorable experience about your dads. It would be good to be talking about that, no? Tonight. I would like to, may mga nagpa-shout out.
Okay, yes.
May nagpa-shout out, mga parents, fathers ito ng mga friends ni Sofia. Sofia, no? So, ayan. So, Neil Grumo, Happy Father's Day, sir. Edil Ibarra, alam ko, ito yung dad ni Kylie.
Yep.
No? And then, Lorenzo Acompañado. Hello, Happy Father's Day. Nilista po kayo ng mga anak ninyo at pinapa-greet po kayo tonight. No? So, happy Father's Day to all of you. All right, Dad?
Yes, sige.
Nag-scan.
Nag-scan ako. Baka may nagpabati. Baka magtampo.
Yes.
Okay, so batiin ko sila Leader Jong, no? Jimenez, si Sir Tomanitan, yung mga namin sa iFern, no? Okay, so love, 2 minutes more before tayo na magbe-break, no? Mag-start ako no? What are the things daw that loving fathers do for their children? Okay, so mag-share ako ng mga tips, no? Ano daw kailangan ng mga isang tatay, no? Para mapakita natin sa mga anak natin, no? Yung mga mabuting gawain. Okay, so number 1. Okay, ano mo yung number 1? Loving fathers love their children's mother. Wow. So, yun daw yung pinaka-importante, no? Sinabi ni wife without reservation. Okay, so unconditional, no? Which is anyway na mayroon yan, but very important to kasi para daw mapakita mo na love mo yung mga children mo. The first is you have to show your kids that you love their mother. Okay, so sila rin kasi tayo yung mga reflection, reflection ang tatay is the reflection, no, of the love, no? Kasi pag nag-asawa din sila, ganun din, more or less ganun din yung makikita gagawin nila sa mga asawa nila. Okay, if they love, no? Mahal ba nila yung mother? Okay, so challenge ko sa mga tatay ngayon, no? Question, makita mo ba sa mga anak mo na love mo yung nanay nila? Okay, so pause muna tayo. Advertisement muna tayo.
Okay, let's pause for a few reminders.
David's Faith Insulin insulin plant extract with infusion of healthy fruit sourced from certified organic farms such as Guyabano, dragon fruit, and Bignay. Powerful mixture now offers wonderful health benefits. The first all-natural insulin wine helps lower blood sugar. Insulin plant wine, organic, natural, ligtas at epektibong pampababa ng blood sugar. All-natural, FDA approved. Award-winning product. For your inquiries, orders, message Talk Life Channel's FB page. Call or text 0917-887-3227.
And we're back. All right. So, sabi mo kanina, Dad, the best way to love your children, number one, is to show your children, is to love them, the
children's mother.
your children's mother.
Okay, so yun yung pinakauna ha. Number 1 yan. Kaya hindi pwedeng number 2 yan, number 3. Okay, so number 2. Okay, number 2. Love your children unconditionally. Okay, so anong ibig okay, and importante daw to, no, sa mga tatay, no, make sure that your children know that you love them no matter what. Okay, you have to express.
So I'd like to comment on that. No, kasi you know, as we go back, no, meron kasi yung stereotyping, no, na pagsabihin natin babae, able to express, ayan, emotional, ganyan. Tapos kung lalaki, society says that the male should control his feelings, diba? And so sometimes it becomes very difficult for fathers to be able to express love, no? Kasi parang because nandun na naka-wire na si father being a male, diba? Na hindi ako pwede mag-express ng feelings, diba? No, so that's how society dictates it upon us.
But now, no, nag-change na yan. No? We really have to show kids that we love them.
And it may be difficult. It may be difficult. Like it's a learning opportunity for us on a daily basis. Like, di ba, Dad?
You say to your kids, I love you, di ba? You hug them, magsarkan sa mall, hawakan mo yung kamay, di ba? And ito yung na-learn ko dito.
Hawakan ng kamay sa mall, tapos maglakad ka, hindi mo kami tinitingnan.
Tinitingnan ko kayo, ang ano dito is, you really have, ako ha, ito yung nakita, as father, you have to show to your kids how, paano ang isang babae alagaan, di ba? Okay. Pag nagka-boyfriend yan, di ba? Mala, ito ganito dapat. Kasi by that, treat me like this way. Nirespeto ako. Diba? So yun, you have to show to model. We have to model to our kids, especially yung mga babae natin. Sa mga lalaki naman, ganun, gentleman dapat. Diba? Gentleman tayo dun sa mga babae. Kasi yun. Yun ang dapat.
Yes, I actually read it also that fathers are very important source. They are very important parang moral compass in the family.
Yes, totoo.
Diba kasi tinitingnan, yun nga, tumitingin ang mga anak, no? Kay mama, tsaka kay papa. Diba? How does a father behave?
Yeah,
what is acceptable?
Minsan
diba?
It's not by choice, ha? But it's by talaga, no? By ano ba yan tawag dyan? By profession ba yan?
By profession?
O na, parents tayo. Diba? Okay.
It is not by choice. No? It's there.
Yeah, it's there really, talaga. Whether you like it or not like it. Sabi niyo. May mga messages mo na.
Yeah. So, Yona also shared, no, from book. Whenever I did good in school, Daddy would draw something for me nga akong i-treasure and ipanghambog sa school. So, nakuha na ko niya akong drawing skill. Now, Brie also draws so well.
Yes.
Okay, so
thank you, Kuya Bogs.
Bogs is saying na pag he would do good in school, mag-draw daw si Daddy Lo. No? And then, pinapakita niya dun sa mga classmates niya. No? And Brie, the daughter, is also a very good, has talent in drawing. So yeah, I saw all the drawings of Brie. And by the way, Brie is also watching us tonight. Hello, Brie. Good evening. Say hi to Nana for us. All right. Yeah. So, and Sandy is also saying.
Ikaw na magbasa.
Ako na magbasa. Okay. Sandy said, Daddy and was overprotective father. No suitors, be conservative. All right? And daddy never talked to my ex in the 5 years na he was courting me. Totoo. And how's that? And strict si Sisoy. Never showed him any attention. After college pa daw nila i-acknowledge. When me and my ex broke up, was heartbroken. I was in Iloilo and daddy was in Davao. He called me and we talked for hours. He was just comforting me. No? And he was just comforting me and let me cry. He never said anything bad about him. Just that love hurts and it will be okay. Yeah. So, good
Thank
job,
you,
Daddy.
San.
Kasi ako nun, grabe yung galit ko.
Yeah.
Di ba, Sans?
Oo.
Stage
Pero naman,
mother
pero
talaga.
yun, as a father, we have a different role, no, to play.
Mm.
Thank you, San. No? I'm very happy, no?
Yes.
Ano yan, na-express mo yan. Okay, number 3.
Let's go to
Okay.
number 3.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm talking here of us fathers, not kids.
Grow up.
We have to grow up. Okay, so
Wear the big man's pants.
yeah, no, because our kids, they want someone who thinks through, no, make tough decisions, and
Yeah.
larger than life with responsibility.
And that brings us back to, remember the topic that we spoke about 2 weeks ago? Are parents friends?
Yes, yes.
Or are you parent or friend? Diba?
Yeah.
And that is actually what it says, no?
Mm-mm.
Think our children needs to look up to the father, no? As someone who is mature, someone who will lead them, someone who makes adult decisions, diba?
Yes.
And again, this goes back to modeling,
Yeah, modeling.
diba? Kailangan makita ng mga bata yan para they learn.
Yep, totoo.
Diba?
Okay, and number 4 is be there. And it's ang quantity over quality. Present mo, di ba? Okay, so someone has the same 24 hours. Make sure that it counts. So, ang keyword dito is deliberate. Deliberate yung effort mo dito.
Yeah, to really make time.
Hindi yung kasi busy ka, binibigyan mo ng gadget yung mga anak mo. Di ba, to make time to, no?
Or pera.
You have to be there.
Yeah.
To be there. And
Pero Dad, you know, when the kids were growing up, you were also always away, di ba?
Yes, yes.
So how?
Ito nga yung ano natin kasi very challenging tong be there kasi especially may mga moments na kailangan talaga nandoon tayo. Diba? So kami, alam ko minsan na may mga moments talaga na wala. But we see to it that pag mga special moments talaga, nandoon ako. Diba? Magli-leave ka, planungin mo talaga, diba? Paalam ka, diba? So do not miss those special moments. No? So sa mga bata na yan.
And fathers now actually have the luxury of,
Yeah.
Video calling.
Yeah, totoo.
if you're away, no? Kasi sometimes, work really takes us away, di ba?
Yeah.
So, be present, call your kids, talk to them, have, video calls, di ba? If you're not being able to be there physically with them, no?
Yes, totoo.
So, you're luckier now as compared to
hours before.
Yes.
Yeah. I can remember, no? Sila Kuya Larry pa noon. Sila Carla, no? Yung voice tape. Kasi sa Saudi. Sa Saudi, ang layo-layo. Ilang months, di ba? Tapos nagre-reply din sila. Magkapadala ng voice tape, di ba? Tapos sulat, no? Meron pa akong sulat tilaway ko, di ba? Yung yellow pad, di ba? Ganon yung, ang tagal. Di ba? But now, no? Just one click away, no? Pwede ka nang magtamawag, no? Makikita mo na. So, that not be, hindi yan magiging hindrance.
Correct.
Yung technology. We will use technology to our advantage.
Yes.
Okay,
By the way, Daddy, we have a special guest watching us tonight.
Wow.
Look at this, Kinsani.
Okay.
Yes.
Ay! Boss!
Nana Carol, good
Mama.
evening.
Ay, Mama. Good evening.
Yeah, we're talking about Father's Day na. All right. Sige.
Okay, now next is provide. No? Minsan, di ba, pag provider kasi, we only think of the material things kaagad, di ba? And yan. No? So, ang challenge dito sa balancing yung material saka yung creating a stable home daw with love and
Yes, I also, on that no, I also read that fathers are a very important source of stability in the family.
Yes. So,
No, if they see if the family has a father who, regardless of crisis or what, andun siya yung haligi,
Yep.
no, ng pamilya,
mm-mm.
'di ba? So, but when the father is weak, broken, and also ang, gulo-gulo.
Yeah. Kaya
Right?
nga, 'di ba? I always said this no na ang yung ngayon, ang inaatake ng demonyo is family, right? 'Di ba? Ang una is the father. Kasi pag tinamaan yung father, haligi bagsak agad yung family. Kaya yun ang yun ang mga temptation, inuuna yung father.
And then talking about provisions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Of course, no? Again, society really expects for the father to be able to provide, to be the one to provide. And I think that's
breadwinner.
even
Breadwinner.
breadwinner. And I think that's even biblical, right?
Yep.
But, again, these are changing times.
Yes.
Right? So, tama yung sinasabi ni Coach Sisoy na doesn't have to be material. It could be that the provider is the wife or the mother, di ba? But the father can still be a provider of the right what's this, lessons, life lessons for the child, no? Even providing life skills, pwedeng maturo niya din yan sa mga bata, no? Providing for recreation as well, pwedeng ganon, di ba? Time is the best and provision that you can give.
And again, I just want to over-communicate yung sinasabi namin na minsan yung reversal of roles. Huwag tayong mahiya ng mga papa. Kasi minsan nagtatrabaho yung asawa mo, di ba? Kasi di ba, I don't know if I share this. No, meron kaming suki before na yung mga nagsiserve ng lunch yung mag-asawa. Okay, so palagi nakita yung husband talaga yung nagdadala ng mga gamit. Basket nila. Okay, so one time, tinanong ko siya, bakit wala si tatay? Sabi ko, saan si tatay? Sabi niya, love kasi ako ni tatay mo. Yung sabi niya, naglalaba siya ngayon. Di ba? Imagine, di ba? Kasi kung ako daw maglalaba, ayaw niya kasi, di ba, mahihirapan ako. So, yun ba, yung mga ganong moment na, na provider, it doesn't just to be money or anything, but, mayroong mga bagay. Tayong mga tatay, meron tayong magawa. Mayroon tayong magawa, So,
yes. Yep. I'm seeing that Anne Batelier is watching us.
Yep.
And shout out. No? Ayan. Dads are the most generous and he is most generous to his grandchildren as well.
Yes.
Correct. Yan. No?
Yes,
So, and I'd like also to say Happy Father's Day to Philip Mathis.
Yeah, totoo yan.
No, so Happy Father's Day.
Sabi ko nga doon sa mother ko noon, mabuti na lang apo niyo ako. Kasi very generous ang mga lola sa mga apo nila. Di ba sabi niya, di ba? Generous yung sa mga grandchildren talaga. Binibiro ko lang yan. Binibiro ko yan. Okay, so going next love, dapat daw, siyempre yung sinabi mo discipline, find boundaries talaga. Dapat tayong parents, father, yun ang tayo doon magtulong na yun, ng discipline na yun, and we have to be very consistent.
Yes.
Okay, meaning to say, pag sinabi mo yun, ikaw maunang gumawa. Okay, pag sinabing, curfew ng alas 10, dumating ka alas 2 ng madaling araw, walang moral ascendancy. Di ba? Okay, pag sinabing walang TV, ikaw yung nauuna. Walang, gadget, ikaw yung nauuna.
Sa table.
Sa table, ikaw yung nauuna. Di ba? So, how can you, toe the line? So, discipline. Kasi, nandiyan na yung lahat ng, pag walang disiplina, nahihirapan talaga tayo.
Dad, I'd also like to comment on discipline. Kasi, syempre, the fathers now have modern challenges.
Yes.
Di ba? Like, before, say when, pag may nagawang kasalanan yung teenager mo, dali na lang na, i-ground mo, di ba? So, you're grounded, lumabas ng bahay for 1 week, di ba? Mga ganon. But now, we are like, we need to tread carefully kasi yung mga bata, iba din mag-isip, di ba? So, it's very challenging for fathers now, no? It's you need to be able to balance, no? How do you discipline your child, but do not also cross that line of you being, the villain.
Yeah, yeah.
Di ba?
Ang hirap. Noon kasi wala eh. Pag sinabi ng may request ka, di ba, na mayroon kang gagawin at malayo pa, dapat malibor ka na ngayon para payagan ka sa parents mo. Di ba? Okay, pag
I-mindset mo na sila,
i-mindset
di ba?
mo na sila, no? Ngayon. So yan, discipline is very important.
Yes.
Before ako mag-proceed, no, baka makalimutan ko, very proud ako dito. One of my mentors, happy birthday, si Bus Jun Camaraw.
Today ba?
Yes, today is his birthday. I called him
FCC.
up. Yeah, FCC. He's in Davao.
Yes.
Sabi niya, but siyempre, family affair, no? So, yeah, one of my mentors, no?
Mentors are also like fathers,
Yes.
no? So happy
GSK.
Father's Day to everyone who are, mentoring another.
Yes, mentoring.
Diba?
No? Okay.
Oo. In fact, Dad,
Hindi yung tormentor.
meron din ganun.
Meron. Okay, so
Dad,
next.
I just like to mention, no, on mentors, no, before, it is said kasi that yung studies would show, this came out around in the 70s, that children daw who had absentee fathers, parang they showed risky behaviors. Diba? So it was very consistent. So therefore, back in the 70s, doon na uso daw yung male mentors in schools. Oo, just to have that male presence, father figure.
Wow.
Diba? And para to get the children to behave a bit better. No, so trivia lang yung trivia.
Trivia ni Coach Sena. So mentoring and coaching. But later on, dito po na tayo papasok. So next is value education. Ano yan? Okay? Minsan kasi, pag-assignment, sinong gawain yan? Mother. Di ba? So, ang challenge dito daw is join. Di ba? May mga bagay na pwede naman nating gawin eh, no?
Sa atin, yan eh. Division of labor when it comes to, helping the kids with
sa
assignments.
mga re-ed, sa akin yan. Tagalog, Filipino, yan.
Social studies,
sa akin yan.
Filipino. Yun. Sa kanya yan. Pag English, science, mathematics. You also do mathematics, right? Oo. Akin yan. Or discussions on politics. Akin yan.
But again, what we are trying to see here is, get involved.
Yes.
Get involved. Kasi minsan, di ba, pinapabayaan na lang. But now, we have to have an active role, as a father. Na meron tayong pwedeng gawin. Kasi meron kami alam eh.
Of
diba?
course.
Matutuwa yung mga anak mo pag nakita nila na nagkikihalo. Ako naman, I tell them, na minsan, pag may mga assignments, ang tendency kasi sa mga bata, gusto yung tatay or nanay ang gumawa.
Ay, hindi.
Diba? Pero diba sabi natin, ayoko kasi pag nag-grado sa akin ng 90 yan, susugulin ko yung teacher mo. Diba? Kasi bakit 90? Akong gumawa niyan, ma'am eh. Dapat 100 yan. Diba?
No, but really, while we help them, it is not acceptable that we do it for them.
Yes. Okay. And next is they have to raise them to live daw.
Live.
Yung we have to have that mindset na steward lang tayo dito. Eventually, yung mga bata natin, magkakaroon din ng sariling pamilya yan. Okay, so raise them up, equip them, and yun yung nila.
Be able to stand on their own. Yeah. And raise their own family.
Yes, okay. And kaya very important yung yung example, leading by example, na makita nila sa atin. And number 9, to take responsibility. Okay, anong ibig sabihin nito? Teach your children how to own up, clean up, and move forward. Okay, minsan you have to make bigyan mo sila ng chance na mag-decide.
Yeah.
Di ba?
But be accountable for those decisions.
Yes, right what you said, minsan cellphone. Bigyan mo ng cellphone, pero may accountability and responsibility yan. Diba?
Allow them to make choices, diba? But they should also know the consequences of their choices.
Yes.
Diba? We've been talking about that, no?
Yes. And lastly, teach them to love this life. Okay? So,
how?
Best predictor daw of happiness is their children is happiness in their parents. Pag nakita nila happy yung mga parents, it will reflect daw sa mga bata. Okay? And teach them to love this life because life is a gift. Okay? So turuan natin sila na alagaan tong buhay na to. Okay? We only live once. Di ba? So make it count.
Yep.
Okay? So ito yung mga ano. Yes!
Yes. All right. Anne is greeting you. Happy Father's Day daw, Sir Ciso. Yan. Oo. Yep. Daddy, question. We still have time, no?
Yes.
Okay. So ano yung feeling mo the first time that you held your son?
Kuan talaga siya. Para bang minsan parang ano ka, goosebump, di ba? Para bang, oh my God, di ba? Minsan kasi, di ba, ano lang yan, hawakan mo, ibang bata. Di ba? Yung ano, kasi, di ba, pag nanganak yung mga kapatid mo, di ba? Just like ati baby, ako yung alaga kay Carla. Di ba? God, ito na, no? Akin na to.
Ang pogi pa ng anak mo.
Oo. Diba? So, yun, no? Parang ano ka talaga, no? Hindi ka makapaniwala.
Ano yung inisip mo? Yung like, after the initial, ano yung mga pumapa sa isip mo?
Happy ka, but again, minsan takot ka rin.
Yeah.
Kasi responsibility, eh. Di ba? My God, ito na yung, di ba, maraming nagsasabi sa iyo na, no? Kasi, syempre, bata yan. Gatas yan. Di ba? Di ba? Let's face it, that's the reality. Di ba? Oo. So, but again, yun, I have to work harder para sa bata na to. Di ba? Yeah. So, yun na yung mga naglalaro sa isip mo.
And naging 4.
Yeah, naging 4.
So, 4 times.
Yeah, 4 times. Okay. But again, it's a gift, no? It's a gift to have these kids in your life, di ba? Yeah. Just like yung wife mo, di ba? It's a gift from God. So, dapat i-love mo yan. Kasi, di ba? Gift yan eh.
Ulit.
And so, dapat ang gift is open. Diba? Present, i-open mo yan. No? Unleash. No? Turuan na. Okay?
Meron ka pa ba dyan?
Yeah. Pahabol.
Pahabol.
Okay,
yes.
So mga tatay dyan, o mga nanay.
Try to find out which type of father you
types
are.
of fathers you
diba?
are. Okay, so raise your hand. Pag ikaw to. Okay, number 1, failing father.
Failing father.
Failing meaning ito yung mga tawag na tatay na absent. Unknown. Okay? And sabi mo nga kanina, Coach Senas, na based on study, yung mga walang tatay, maraming talagang nako-connect sa violence, hindi successful yung marriage nila.
They're not able to have a healthy emotional state.
Yeah. Relationships. So because it's sabing nila to, failing father.
So if not a biological father, at least somebody na a figure for the child to be a father. So it can be the grandfather who stands in as a father to the child. And that is very important. Or an uncle.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi may mga situations talaga na walang father, diba?
And number 2 is a fledgling father. Okay, so ito yung nandyan siya. Kaya lang iba yung priorities.
Ganon.
Hindi naman. Ito is nandyan siya, pero yun na nga, ang priority niya is iba. Okay? Halimbawa, palagi lang naglalaro ng ML. Diba? So actually, nandyan nga siya. Hindi naman present siya.
Sana sila magkalaro ng anak niya.
Sana nga, pero hindi. Iba yung niya, iba yung priority niya. Okay? And yung naman, yung pangatlo is tinatawag na faithful father.
Yes.
Okay, ito talaga yung nasa bahay, engaged siya, and pinapakita niya na love yung family niya, especially yung wife. Okay? And lastly, ito yung talaga na yung sinasabi natin na father of faith.
This is?
Okay, which is, ikaw yung nagdadala sa Diyos doon sa family.
Sometimes, there are situations where you can be, that fledgling father. There are also times that you are failing, not really, totally failing, but in one aspect you may be failing, diba? And many times fathers strive to be faithful, diba? Faithful in their role as a father, right? And but medyo few pa lang na fathers that I know that are really, deliberately bring the family into the faith.
Yeah,
Right?
binasa
And I
ko
think
to.
that's a challenge.
Yeah, binasa ko to kasi at least lang na we will come to awareness na minsan sabi mo hindi naman ako yung failure, hindi naman ako yung fledging, but may mga levels na especially we want to work yung magiging faithful tayo father at saka yung yung father of faith.
Yes.
Yun yung pinaka-importante.
And hindi yan siya, it cannot like happen overnight. The moment you hold your child, faithful father na kaagad ako. It
It's a
takes
journey.
time to learn.
And it's
Yes.
forever. Hindi
Yes.
yan, it's a day-to-day commitment.
Yeah.
But
So
yet you have to live.
you have to learn how to do it.
But let's not forget that when you are faithful to God, God is faithful to you.
Correct. And
Okay?
there are really times that you fail.
Yep.
But what is important is how do you get up,
Yeah, yun ang
and still
pinaka-important.
strive to move towards really being a faithful and
Yeah.
a father of faith.
Yeah, and kaya nga may partner, di ba? Kasi ang purpose na may partner ka is may mga challenges sa buhay, nandyan. Kaya nga, di ba, it's a partnership. It's a
Yeah.
partnership. Okay.
So makinig sa partner.
Yep. Okay, may mga messages pa ba yan? Diyan?
Meron pa ba?
Oo.
All right. Wala pa so far, no? But I'd like to greet Happy Father's Day to my colleagues, no? Sila Ryan, si Edward, si Joseph. Happy Father's Day. I hope you get to see a replay. I'm not seeing you here, but I hope you get to see a replay of this episode, no?
Yes.
All right? Okay? Dad, more?
Yeah,
Still
wala
have
na.
more?
Meron akong dito, poem.
Okay.
Na nabasa, which is, unfortunately, anonymous siya ang sumulat. Di ba? It talks about dad. What is a dad? Sabi niya. Okay, a dad is someone who wants to catch you before you fall, but instead picks you up, okay, brushes you off and lets you try again. A dad is someone who wants to keep you from making mistakes, but instead lets you find your way, even though his heart breaks in silence when you get hurt. Okay? And dad is someone who holds you when you cry, scolds you when you break the rules, shines with pride when you succeed, had faith in you even when you fall. Sayang. Ang galing, no? Kaya lang, ayaw mahihain siya, anonymous. But for me, may totoo yun. Yung mga daddy minsan, di ba? You take pride, pero nasa likod ka lang. And minsan yun na nga, sabi nga ni Coach kanina, parang ang image kasi ng father strong. Di ba? Very strong. Pero actually, we also cry. Di ba? Pag nasasaktan yung mga anak namin, kaya minsan hindi mo pinapakita.
Yes.
Di ba? Hindi mo pinapakita. Ba't nasasaktan din kami?
Usually, kasi the image of the father is, grumpy, masumpungin, tama ba? Mainitin ang ulo, diba? But it's really because, yun nga, yung stereotyping ba, yung roles ba na, that's how society has wired us, no? And so therefore, there's really that struggle to be able to express their so be a bit understanding naman of the fathers, of your fathers, diba? I was a bit sad because I asked my daughter, friends mo, so that cannot be true. That cannot be true. Baka now may mga tampo lang,
yes,
diba? But,
yes.
Minsan
general yan But no, please don't do that.
Oo.
Okay. And yun, balikan ko lang yung sinabi ni Coach at mga nakikinig yung mga anak ngayon, mga wife, do not forget that yung mga tatay, warrior yan, pero warrior is a child. Di ba?
Parang gusto ni Daddy
natin,
Chooseday
they don't
tonight.
know that I come running home when I fall down.
Ayan na naman tayo.
They don't know
Kumanta nga!
who picks me up when no one is around. I drop my sword and cry just for a while, because deep inside is armor. The warrior is a child. Okay.
Talaga?
Yes, I just want to show na mayroon talaga tayong child in us. Di ba? Huwag nating itago yan, mga daddy.
Oo.
Huwag
Yan.
natin idali
Oy,
yan.
si Mick, Doc Mick is also watching, Mick Briones. And he is saying, magaling yung mga tatay magluto ng pulutan. Happy Father's Day, Coach Cisoy.
Thank you,
no?
Mick.
Oo.
Okay.
All right. So, oh my gosh, 1 hour na
Yeah, 1 hour
since
na.
we started. No? So, I'd like to say Happy Father's Day to all our
Yes,
fathers. Being a father now, it's really, a bit of a challenge already. No?
Very challenging.
The responsibility of bringing up the family, of providing for the family is still there, but housework has become twice as much, kasi dati you're just expected to lawn the
Yeah.
to clean the lawn, di ba? And carry out the garbage, but now you're expected to do twice as much. All right, and the responsibility of child rearing has become 3 times more,
For sure.
diba? Unlike before na, hi, hello, doing, goodbye, I need to work, diba? So again, I'm saying, but being a father is really
Privilege and a blessing.
yes, and so embrace this blessing and take a, bringing up these children into wonderful citizens and the children of God, diba,
Yes.
in the future.
And hindi tayo, huwag natin kalimutan that we are just stewards.
Stewards, yes.
Mga
of our
stewards
children.
lang tayo dito. So, let's offer them to God. Galing sila sa Panginoon, di ba? So, let's offer them to God.
Yes.
Stewards lang tayo dito. Okay?
So thank you for
thank
being
you.
with us tonight. And Coach Loretta is saying, praying for all papas. Yes. And thank you for tonight. And we'll see you again next week.
Next week.
Yes, on another episode of Choose Family Tuesday here in Hearts That Listen. Good
Okay.
night.
Thank you.
Happy
God bless.
Father's Day, everyone.
Happy Father's Day.
All the fathers out there.